Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to NIPS Home School. Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty. This is Kamrun, Nahar, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 6, today I am going to take your English second paper. Now today's topic is voice change. Today we will discuss some rules of voice, and this is part 1 of the annual drama exam. Let's start our class. Okay, class 6, subject is second paper, topic voice. The first rule, active to passive of modal. Modal means the verb like can, could, may, might, must, ought to, like this. So if you find the modal in active voice, how you will change it to passive voice. Now look, the object becomes the subject. So at first you need to write the subject, and in passive voice the object becomes the subject. Then the given modal plus be, then we will write extra be, then the past participle form of the given verb plus by plus agent, that means the subject becomes the object in passive voice. Okay, I think it is difficult. Now we will do the example and it will be clear. Now look, he can do the work. Now look, there is the modal verb can. He can do the work. And now look, here the subject is he in active voice and the object is the work. Now in passive voice the work will be the subject. So the work, now according to the rule, now we will write the given modal, that means can, the work can, and then we will write be. Now look, after the given modal be and the past participle form of the given verb. Now the given verb here is do, so past participle form is done. The work can be done. Now we will write by according to our rule, and then the agent, the subject becomes the object, that means the objective form of the subject, and here our subject is he, so the work can be done by him. This is the answer of the first example. So he can do the work, the passive voice is the work can be done by him. Now another example, we ought to obey our parents. We ought to obey our parents. So here is another modal ought to, and our subject is we and object our parents, and verb is obey. Okay, so now our subject will be our parents. Our parents. Then we will write the given modal, that means our parents ought to, then we will write be, our parents ought to be. Now look, our verb is obey, so past participle form of obey is obeyed, obeyed, then by, and now the agent, that means the subject becomes the object. Now we, so we are the objective form of we is us. Our parents ought to be obeyed by us. So this is the answer of second example. Now we will go to rule number 2. Our next rule, active to passive of going to. So if you find going to in the active voice, how you will change it to passive voice? The object becomes the subject plus auxiliary verb according to tense and person plus going to plus be plus past participle form of the given verb plus by plus agent, that means the object becomes the subject. Now look at this example, they are going to open a bank. Now look, they are going to. Now we will change it to passive voice. Now look, according to our rule, the object becomes the subject, and what is the object here? A bank. So at first we will write here a bank. A bank Then we will write the auxiliary verb according to tense and subject or the person. Now look, they are going to open a bank. Here is are, that means it is present tense, continuous tense, and here is the subject is a bank. So we will write here is according to our tense and the subject. It is third person singular number. So a bank is. Then what will be here? Yes, after is yes. Now look at after auxiliary verb we will write here going to. A bank is going to. Then we will write be. A bank is going to be, and now the past participle form of the given verb, that means open is our verb and past participle form is open. A bank is going to be opened, then by, and then the agent by the objective form of the subject, that means them. Them is the objective form of our subject they. So a bank is going to be opened by them. This is the answer of this example. Okay. Now we will go to our next rule, rule number 3. Now look, active to passive of the sentences having double objects. So if you find the double objects in a sentence, you will follow this rule. One of the two objects become the subject plus auxiliary verb according to tense and person plus past participle form of the given verb plus retained object plus by plus agent. That means the subject becomes the object. Now we can ask, what is retained object? A retained object means, if one of the objects becomes the subject of the passive voice, the other one remains as retained objects. That now look at this example. Father gave me a shirt. So there are two objects, me and a shirt. So we will make them. We will make subject. Either me will be our subject or a shirt. So the left one will be the retained object. Okay, let's do this example. Father gave me a shirt. Now look, we can do it in two ways. At first, we can make this object our subject. Now look. So what is the subjective form of me? Yes, we all know that it is I. So we will write here I. Now look, father gave me a shirt. Gave. Now look at this verb. So it is in the past tense, past indefinite tense, and we will write here was. I was. Now look, I was. Now the past participle form of the verb gave. That means it will be given. I was given. Then we will write here the written object. That means a shirt. This one is left because we make me as our subject. I was given a shirt. Now we will write here by. I was given a shirt by. Then our agent, that means the subject becomes the object. Father. Father. I was given a shirt by father. And you can also make a shirt as your subject. So it will be a shirt. And there will be also was according to our tense and the person or the subject. A shirt was. Then we will write here the past participle form of the verb. That means given. A shirt was given. Now to whom? To me. Then we will write by father. Now we will go to our next rule. So if you find active to passive of the sentence having a reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns mean himself, herself, ourself, themselves, etc. Okay, you will follow this rule. The subject of the active remains the subject of the passive plus auxiliary verb according to tense and person plus past participle form of the main verb plus factive object plus by plus agent. And what is facultative object? I mean, there are some verbs like elect, nominate, make, call, name, or select, etc. I mean, and they cannot give complete meaning in spite of having an object. That means they need object to complete their meaning, and they can give complete meaning when they take another object. That's why I mean this type of verbs are called facultative or object. Okay, this type of object is called facultative or complementary object. Okay, now look at this example. We made him captain. So we made him captain. Now look, there is a verb made, and now there is a mistake. I mean it will be reflexive. He killed he killed himself. So it will be a passive. Okay, there will not be facultative object. Okay, past participle form of the main verb plus by plus agent. Okay, so he killed himself. Now our subject will be he. Now look, he killed himself. So our subject will be, the subject of the active remains the subject of the passive. Now look, subject will be the same, he. Then we will write the auxiliary verb. Now look at the verb killed. So it is in the past tense, so it will be was. He was. Then the past participle form of the main verb, that means killed. It will be killed, past participle form and the past form are same. He was killed. Then we will write here by. He was killed by, now look, himself. He was killed by himself. So this is the example. He killed himself. This is the active voice, and this is the answer. He was killed by himself. Now I'm going to give you homework. This is homework number 6, and you will go through these rules and you will do your homework. Number 1, you must follow the rules. Number 1, you must follow the rules. And number 2, I am going to meet her. Number 3, my mother bought me a dress. Number 4, they elect him captain. Number 5, they might do the work. And now look, if you find the double object, I will show you how you will change it. They elect him captain. I have told you, the subject of the active remains the same. Now look, we made him captain. In the same way we will do number 4, they elect him captain. Now look, at first there will be the now look, we made him captain. So we will make this object our subject he. Then we will write auxiliary verb according to our subject he was. Then the past participle form of the verb, that means it will be made. He was made. Now the facultative object, he was made captain, then by us. So just following this rule, you will do number 4. They elected him captain. Now number 5, they might do the work. So you will follow these 5 sentences and you will do your homework. Number 1, you must follow the rules. Number 2, I am going to meet her. Number 3, my mother bought me a dress. Number 4, they elected him captain. Number 5, they might do the work. And you will do number 4 following this one. We made him captain. That means when there is a facultative object or complementary object, like after elect, select, make, there needs object, otherwise those verb can't complete their meaning. So we will make the person your subject, and then you will write the what? You will write the auxiliary verb according to the tense, and then the past participle form of the verb, main verb, and then the facultative object, then by, and then the agent. That means the the subject becomes the object. So, dear students, all of you will do your homework following our today's class. Dear students, that's all for today. Hope you have understood our today's topic. All of you will submit your homework on every Saturday in the school library. So, dear students, listen to your parents. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.